going live. And we're live. Hello, everybody. It's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Thanks for joining us here on YouTube. Be sure to check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for everything Royal Caribbean related. RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Yes, and every Monday we are live with you right here on YouTube, hanging out, talking about what I think is the most important thing in the whole wide world, which of course is going on a Royal Caribbean cruise. So thank you for joining me here on this YouTube Monday, and hope you're having a great start to your week as we settle in to talk about Royal Caribbean. Happy Monday, everybody. And thanks for joining us here, as I know that it takes a little bit of time here for YouTube to get going. But of course, if you're looking for more Royal Caribbean news when it's not Monday, Royal Caribbean news, information, fun, advice, tips, secrets, ways to save money, check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Patrick is our first chatter in. Hello, Patrick. Evan Stanchfield is here. Whitney Castillo, Keith, Bruce in the house. Pooji, what's going on? Jared, Emily, Haslip is here. Jenny and Chris in Texas. Hello. James Gilbert, Jason Peterson is here. Charles O'Connor is here. We got Brogan in the house. What's up, Brogan? Abul is here. Welcome. Amy Rogers, welcome. Jeff Inasetti, welcome. Mark, hello. Niken, hello. Benjamin, hello. Daniel Lopez, what's going on? Kim Oakland is here. Hello, Kim. Joe Johnson, welcome. Hang on, guys. Already got to, evidently, somebody thinks this is, the spam thing. There we go. Get rid of that guy. Problem solved. We got Casey Webb from Lithonia, Georgia. I have no idea where in Georgia that is, but welcome. Jordan Stevens, hello. Martha Worth from Exit 7 on the New Jersey Turnpike. That is very close to the, oh gosh, the name of the rest stop. The Green Bay Packers coach. Oh gosh, it's killing me. You know, where Roy Rogers, the restaurant, not the guy. The guy's been dead for a while. But the, not, say Rush Limbaugh. It's definitely not the Rush Limbaugh stop. It's the, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, welcome. Stan Gibbons, hello. Ross Goldberg, hello. Deborah Banks from New Rochelle, the best city on earth. Man, I hear New Rochelle. All I think is, hello, Dolly. Javon is here. What's up, Javon? Welcome. Andy Ewan. Andy and Shirley. Sorry. Cheryl. Oh, my goodness. Not only did I forget you the first time, and I butchered your name. Hello, Andy and Cheryl. We got Daniel live from Tennessee. We're live! Stan in the Poconos. Man, all our friends joining us here. Welcome. Tony Diaz in the house. Can the bouncer please? This is the man out of here, right? Can we get I wonder if I really can get moderators in here, Tony. It's a good question. What is going on, guys? Welcome. Jordan finally got here in the beginning of a live. So excited for our cruise on Oasis. And Joe from Fort Lauderdale, welcome. Glad to have you guys. Vince Lombardi. Yes, thank you, Thomas and Deborah and Axel. The Vince Lombardi and Benjamin. The Vince Lombardi rest stop on the New Jersey Turnpike. I know that place all too well because when I was a kid, my dad is still cheap, but he was so cheap. How cheap was he? He was so cheap. We would drive from Connecticut to New Jersey to get cheap gas, and we'd get the gas. First station was the Vince Lombardi station over the rest stop, and so I'd get Roy Rogers roast beef sandwiches, fill up with gas, and then turn around and go back. I'm not sure what the ROI is to drive all the way from Connecticut, but anyway, I don't know. Brogan with our first super chat of the day. A big super chat. Thank you, Brogan. Booked first Asian cruise today. Only done Caribbean and Europe. What should I expect? Quantum of the Seas leaving from Singapore on a 7-day cruise to Malaysia and Thailand. Holy moly. Dude, that sounds amazing. When did you book it for? Like, what's the date on that, Brogan? You know, I have never done an Asian sailing. I haven't done a cruise out of North America. So, I would say that it's still Royal Caribbean. It's still a, you know, it's going to be in English. There's going to be some, you're going to expect, number one, there's going to be a lot more gambling on board, and also different restaurants on board Quantum of the Seas. So keep that in mind. Maybe someone in our chat here can weigh in a little more if you cruised around Asia, whether it's from Singapore or Hong Kong or Shanghai or wherever. Would love to get some great Asian cruising tips in here. Matthew Henning with a giant super chat. Woo! I need a cruise info fix. It is hot in the desert, and I'm supposed to be in the Caribbean right now. Give us the hope of any positive cruise info. My wife and I need to cling to any hope for a cruise this year. Thanks. And Matthew, great name. Thank you so much for your generosity, sir. My goodness. Wowie, wow. Incredible. I appreciate the generosity. So, positive news. Listen, positive news is Las Vegas is opening back up. Disney World's opening up next month. SeaWorld's opening this week. Universal Studios opened last week. Norwegian Cruise Line announced their policies to reopen. The pendulum is swinging, right or wrong, in the direction of life resuming. And with that, perhaps, maybe, possibly, we're going to see cruises. I would say that right now, I feel much better about it this month, today, than I did about a month ago. No question about it. And Jason Peterson with a super chat. Thank you, sir, for 10 years of Royal Caribbean Blog, a virtual lava flow with Kraken. Cheers, my friend. Oh, man, I wish I had a Kraken lava. I have Kraken, but I don't have the lava flow. Wish I had that right now, my friend. Thank you so much. Yes, we did celebrate. Guys, last week, we reached Royal Caribbean Blog turned 10 years old. Can you believe that? Sorry, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. 10 years ago. Crazy. Wow, thank you, Jason. Whitney's got a dilemma. All right, guys, let's help Whitney out here. Torn between Coco Beach Club and Thrill Water Park. We have Thrill passes. The passes to Coco Beach Club would be the exact total. Husband is the only one who likes the water parks. Well, then Whitney, obviously the answer is, as the wife, you command what really happens, right? I don't know if you got kids or not. Coco Beach Club is fantastic, but it's two totally different experiences, right? I mean, the beach club is chill. It is it's quiet, fabulous food, great service, but you're relaxing. You're just I don't know why I'm doing like this is what you do when you chill. I don't know, you chill, you're relaxing. The water park is a lot more, obviously, get up and go, up and down those slides. It's a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. Both have their advantages and disadvantages, but if you had younger kids, Whitney, like if you have I don't know, if you had, the more kids you have, the more the water park makes more sense. I'm just always worried about the, Dad, I'm bored. Like, just, can you please relax? We're here at the pool, But Coco Beach Club is fantastic. I went there in February. Loved it. Pooji with a super chat. Thank you, Pooji. Pooji writes, can you order to go at the main dining room? We're embarking on Valentine's Day and we're thinking about ordering to go and eating on our balcony. Absolutely, yes. Pooji, let your main dining room waiter know. What I would do is the night before, give them a heads up. Hey, we'd love to have dinner on our balcony. Can we just take it to go? I'm sure they'll be able to package it up for you, have it ready. Certainly, you could show up and be like, hey, can we just get this to go? But you'll be standing around a whole lot more. So my recommendation is you definitely let them know a day ahead of time, and I think you'll be good to go. Rebecca Mendez, will Royal Caribbean be adding more cruises for the summer of 21? Likely not. Royal Caribbean puts out its itineraries pretty far in advance. Is there a particular itinerary you're looking at, Rebecca? Or are we talking about, like, if you're talking about, like, an exotic one, like maybe Panama Canal, I doubt in general they're adding more in for 21. They're really focused on 22 at this point. Brogan Lawrence with a super chat. Blimey, thank you, mate. Thanks for the help. Book the Asian cruise for February 2021. Love the blog. Thank you. And thank you to everybody in the chat for all the congrats. It's a decade of RCL blogging, as Kirk Overstreet says, and it's incredible. I never intended to be at this point 10 years ago. I just started it because I thought it was a good idea at the time, and I thought it might be fun, it might help pass the time, and look where we are today, right? Incredible. It's because of this I haven't met Tony Diaz, but I know who Tony Diaz is, so yeah. But in all seriousness, it's been an incredible ride. So thank you guys for your support and for all your nice words. Without you guys, there is no Royal Caribbean blog. That's a definite reality. Jerry wants to know, will Puerto Rico open in stage 2? I am not sure, Jerry, to be perfectly honest with you, where Puerto Rico lies and how that all works. Here's the bottom line, Jerry. I don't think that Puerto Rico is necessarily the issue here. We're really talking about Royal Caribbean. We're talking about when Royal Caribbean feels confident with its itineraries, when islands open up, when they have governmental approval to do so and start offering cruises. So is it a possibility? Absolutely. But beyond that, who knows? Kim Oakland, woo! With a mega giant, I don't think I've ever gotten a super, maybe I have, but I don't know. It's a crazy super chat. Kim, thank you so much. Since I missed your 10-year anniversary last week, here's a double lava flow. Wowie, wow, wow. Very nice. Thank you, Kim. Holy moly, Kim, your generosity. I mean, it's just, I can't even measure it anymore. But wowie, wow, wow. Thank you so much. Wow. I don't even know what to say except thank you, thank you, thank you. Angela, if I have a flight from Miami Airport, will the Royal Caribbean transport my luggage to the airport even if my flight is a late one? If I have a flight from Miami. Oh, after your cruise. Will they transport them? I believe the answer is yes, Angela. But if you have to take advantage of the what's the airport express? Is that what it's called? There's a program for it, Angelo. I've never used it. Maybe someone in our chat has used it, but I believe the answer is yes. I think at the very least, if you book it through Royal Caribbean, they will be able to. But I don't have specifics on that, Angel, so I don't want to mislead you. But yeah. Kathy, 132 to CocoCay. Nice. And Mark Hunter with some virtual tequila for Matt. Thank you, my friend. There's never enough virtual tequila. Raven Hamilton, is there a huge difference in food quality if you book specialty dining over the main dining room? Trying to convince my friend it's a better option. You know, that's a really good question, Raven, because, you know, a lot of people do struggle with that decision, specialty or not. Personally, I think, especially if you've never cruised before, I like to sprinkle in specialty dining. I would say, if it's a 7-night cruise, I would do like 2 nights of specialty along with the main dining room. Let it get both flavors, if you will. If you've been there, done that, you know, yes. The thing with specialty dining is you get, namely, you get other cooking, you get cuisines and cooking styles not available in the main dining room. Sushi, barbecue, you know, filet mignon. These are things that really you can't get in the main dining room. So it augments. It's not a replacement. It's not like you're getting, you know, the same spaghetti bolognese at Chops Grill, but it's better quality or something like that. It's different food items. So really it's a question of, are you interested in those other cuisines? The sushi, the hibachi, the what have you. You know, whatever's of interest to you there, that is really the question. And that's why I think, again, having a hibachi night, having a sabor night where you have some Mexican food, absolutely fantastic. And the main dining room is great. I love the main dining room. My wife, not so much, but I like the main dining room. She likes it, but I like it. I think it's fun. I like the pomp and circumstance of it. I like getting to know my wait staff. But again, it's not better or worse. It's just, they're just different in my opinion. Matt M with a big super chat. Thank you, Matt M. Congratulations on 10 years. Let's hope for at least 10 more. Thanks for all you do, my friend. Thank you so much. Great name, by the way. And a lot of Matts here today, showing some respect and some love. I appreciate that. From one Matt to another. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, at least 10 more. Heck yeah. Want to do this for the time being. Yeah. Let's see here. Pat Jeffrey. Hi, Matt from Elizabeth and Pat in Orlando. Got to book our next cruise. Well, we got to make it happen, I guess. Book that thing. Robert, what airport should I fly into for a cruise out of Galveston? There are 2 airports in Houston. There's either Houston Hobby or Houston International. Most airlines go to Houston International. If you can get to Houston Hobby, Southwest primarily goes there. That's a great one. It's about 45 minutes to the port. Houston International is about an hour away. It's just a shorter ride if you go to Houston Hobby, but they're both fine. So whatever works best for you. If you have the choice, Houston Hobby. But if you got no choice, Houston International, George Bush International, totally fine. Cruise Addicts with a super chat. Thank you, my friend. Very, very kind of you. Again, thank you guys so much for your generosity today. And Tony Diaz with a giant super chat. Woo! Thank you, Tony. Thank you for 10 years. May we all be here to celebrate 10 or more. Yes. Dude, 10 years from now. So that'll be 2030. Oh, my God. All right. How old will my kids be? One will be about to graduate high school, and the other one will be getting her driver's license soon. Anyway, 10 years from now, yes. And Tony, I'm going to expand your thing. 10 years from now, maybe we all be on a cruise to celebrate here on YouTube Live, right? Let's make that the plan. All right, I like that. Benjamin, how many more days before your next cruise? You know, I have no idea, Benjamin. Let me ask, guys, type your countdowns in chat. How many days till your next Royal Caribbean cruise? How many days until September 3rd?
It's 87 days until then.
87 days. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Spin on the ground and spin on the ground and turn around 3 times. Whatever we need to do to make that happen, please. Oh, goodness. James got 90 days till Freedom of the Seas, the AB season, 349 till Harmony in the Western Med. Nice. Robert Thompson, totally missing Chops Grill. I'm with you on that one. I miss Chops Grill. I miss Sabor. I miss Izumi. I miss somebody coming and knocking on my door. Housekeeping. Are you ready to go? Oh, we'll come back in a few minutes. Like, I miss all those things, you know? Yes, with you on that. Jerry wants to know, do you know how many ships we sail on August 1st? And will Freedom This be one of them? The answer is we don't know. The answer is I don't know. It's both of them. In fact, nobody knows. The August 1st date is a target. Let's assume for a second, Jerry, that August 1st really is the date. They're not going to sail with 26 ships on August 1st. Royal Caribbean has said that's not going to be the case. They're not going to start up 26 ships at once. There's going to be a handful of ships, probably ships that are going to be able to get to Perfect Day, CocoCay, or Lauderdale, probably near Florida, but we don't know what that list is. Royal Caribbean has not really shared its plans on how it will resume sailings when it resumes sailing. So that is still to be determined. That is what they are still working on. And when we get that information, I'll be sure to point it out. But until then, we don't know. Carlos, have you heard any news on possible changes to embarkation and disembarkation that could delay things? Trying to decide if a 12:30 flight back home is doable from Port Everglades to Fort Lauderdale Airport. Good question. And, unfortunately, Carlos, I don't have an answer. I don't know. The answer is no. We've not heard anything yet. Royal Caribbean has not put out their manifesto, if you will, of new policies and procedures once it resumes sailing. So we don't yet know that. I know that puts you in a really, really tough spot because you're trying to plan. You got to book your flights, right? So, I would tell you is I would book the flight that 12:30 is probably fine. I would be more surprised if it wasn't fine than if it was fine. I have more of an issue if you booked like a 10 a.m. flight or something like that. Mervin George, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Cheers, Matt. Thanks for everything you do. George, thank you for your support and thank you for your generosity. Honestly, without you guys, I don't even know where we would be. I really don't. You guys, the impact that you all have had on Royal Caribbean Blog, on keeping these lights on reading posts, sharing content with friends and family, sharing it in your favorite Facebook group, like that makes my world go round. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really, really do appreciate it. So thank you guys. I don't even know how to say thank you so many times, but Keith, is there a video on the Royal Caribbean Blog on the differences of the cabanas at CocoCay? Not a video, but I do have a blog post article on there. If you go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, search for CocoCay cabanas, I have a breakdown of every single category of cabanas and what you can expect, what the differences are. It's not a video, but it is a blog post, and I can't answer your question. Yes, Michelle Prose is here. What's up, Michelle? Christina, will the Bahamas port open in August? I believe the Bahamas is tentatively scheduled to reopen before that, yeah. But I haven't heard a definitive firm date. Things can change. You guys know that. But let's hope so. Let us hope so. Nicole Triggs with a giant super chat. Thank you, Nicole. Do you recommend the Western... Excuse me. Sorry, Nicole, I got so choked up there. Nicole, do you recommend the Western Caribbean cruise or on Symphony in October, Eastern Caribbean in December on Oasis? I'm nervous about hurricanes. I wouldn't worry about it at all. Listen, Oasis is fantastic because I'm going to take the ships out of it. I'm going to take the itinerary and all the other stuff out of it. Ships alone, I like Oasis a lot because of the refurbishment she just got in November. Fabulous changes there. In terms of hurricane season or not, to me, it would not factor at all. I would probably pick Symphony because it's sooner, but I love Oasis, and so that's a great choice as well. But listen, you're the one who's got to go on the cruise, not me, unfortunately. So if it's going to make you sleep better at night, book Oasis in December. But remember this about hurricane season. If there's a hurricane, your ship's not going anywhere near it. It's going to go far, far, far away. So you're not going through the storm if that's your concern. If you're concerned, listen, I've had like 3 cruises canceled. I don't want to book another cruise for this fall, and it gets canceled because of a completely different reason. That's a fair point. But I wouldn't stop me. Mervin George, with another super chat. Thank you, Mervin. OMG, didn't realize it was your 10-year anniversary. It actually snuck up on me. I didn't even realize that that was the case. I was looking at I think about a month ago, and I was like, what? Really? Here I am. Cindy Rendon is here. Sorry I'm late. Love my Mondays thanks to you. Get excited for Mondays, right? Thank you. Welcome, Cindy. Glad to have you here. Carlos, love your blog. You have such a great site. We're lucky to have you for sure. Thank you, my friend. I do this all for you guys. I'm just glad you guys find this helpful. Jamie, if Royal Caribbean is only going to start with a limited number of ships, why not cancel the others now? Because, Jamie, they don't know what those are yet. They're not, I honestly believe this, Jamie. Royal Caribbean, based on what I've heard, seen, and read, Royal Caribbean does not know which ships they are yet. So, whether that's the answer you're looking for, I don't know. But, yeah. Michael first wanted to thank you for the information on the shareholder onboard credit. Just got mine with more than a year to go, and the stock has gone up 23 points in 1 week. Wow, yeah, hasn't the stock market been crazy? Royal Caribbean stock, guys, is up to like $70-something. If you guys never see Sherry from Cruise Tips TV again, it's because she retired. She bought the Royal Caribbean stock back at like some ridiculously low price, and now it's at like 70-something. Like, what? I didn't buy it because I am like the kiss of death for these kinds of things. I'm like, oh, I'll buy the stock. If I bought the stock tomorrow, Royal Caribbean stock will go down to like 50 points. I guarantee you. So I'm not doing that. But yeah, I know that their stock price has gone crazy. But Michael, I'm so glad to hear you were able to take advantage of that. Not only the benefits of the stock, but also the shareholder benefit. Robert Dowler, hey Matt, plan a group cruise for our 20-year blog anniversary. I'm all in. Man, I appreciate that, Robert. It's you and me so far on that cruise. Can't wait. I love that idea. I love it. We should definitely celebrate our 20-year anniversary on board a ship. We got to do a group cruise together. Lisa, any recommendations for Fort Lauderdale port hotels? Yeah, there's a lot of great hotels in Fort Lauderdale. The Embassy Suites, which is on I think it's the Embassy Suites on, hang on, let me get it for you. I can look it up. Embassy Suites Fort, it's got a weird name. It's the Embassy Suites by Hilton, Fort Lauderdale, 17th Street. I knew there was a teen number in there. Embassy Suites, 17th Street, fantastic. I know the Hilton Marina is also a really great hotel. I recently stayed at the, it's at Dania Beach, D-A-N-I-A. Oh gosh, what's the name of that sweet hotel? We stayed there a couple times. We stayed there recently. It was aight. Cambria Inn and Suites. Not bad. It's a little dated. I don't think they've really... I stayed there about 10 years ago, actually. We were on Oasis. It was brand new. It was fantastic. It's still fine. We stayed there for one of our recent cruises. For one night, it's great. But I think the Embassy Suite 17th Street, the Hilton Marina, those are great choices. You can't go wrong with that. Not the cheapest ones either, but good choices. And one more tip. If you're ever looking for a hotel, you're like, listen, I want to go to Fort Lauderdale because my cruise is out of there. Matt, I don't really care which hotel it is. I just want a nice, clean, and reasonably priced hotel, but a good one. What I would do is go to Priceline, and you might consider the express deals. You know, make it at least 3.5 or 4 stars. See what we can find there. I find some really good rates going about it that way. Zachary Koenig, hey Matt, keep doing what you're doing. You're great. Thank you, my friend. Israel Camacho, can you buy some stock then so it can drop and I can buy a few hundred more? I mean, it's as long as you share the profits with me, I'll think about it. Kevin Marin, I'm about to book for a December Symphony or Amped Oasis. Ooh, Symphony is much newer, but Oasis just got amped. Which will be a better experience? Out of the Oasis class, I've only been on alert. Ooh, yeah, Kevin. You know, my answer I just gave earlier. I mean, listen, I've been on both, so I would pick Oasis, the amplified Oasis. But Symphony's fantastic. Please don't take that as like, oh, Matt doesn't like Symphony of the Seas. Far from it. Fantastic ship, in fact. I love both ships, but I think Oasis, I love latest and greatest. And right now, Oasis has the latest and greatest features on there, so that's why I would lean in that direction. Simply Complex says, hey Matt, after booking a new cruise, how long does it usually take to get your future cruise credit applied to the cruise and a refund that amount to the form of payment? These days, that's a really good question, but these days there is no usually. It is all over the place, my friend. Yeah, I don't know how to answer your question because I don't know that I can give you a fair answer. I have seen it go maybe just, short time and other times a long time. Well, you're asking basically, you booked a cruise, you're waiting for a future cruise credit from a canceled cruise so you can apply it. Is that right? Or are you asking, you have future cruise credit, but now you want to apply it? Because applying is pretty quick. But if you're waiting for it to come from a canceled cruise, that can really run the gamut of weeks. It's really all over the place. Angelo, can I bring liquor that I purchased on the cruise to the airport? Yeah, you're going to be subject, of course, Angelo, to the TSA rules. Like, you can't obviously bring it in the carry-on luggage because it's too big, but you can bring that, obviously, checked luggage. But yes, absolutely. Dana Mitchell's new to cruising. Welcome, Dana. My name is Matt. I'm from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Welcome. Dana writes, would you recommend bigger Oasis class, something smaller like Mariner? Family of 4, kids 10 and 13. I wonder if Oasis would be overwhelming, but looks amazing. Dana, great question. First-time cruisers, and a lot of repeat cruisers are going to get angry with me about this, Dana. But my recommendation for someone like you, first-time cruiser, you want to do a 7-night cruise on an Oasis or Quantum class ship. So in your situation, yes, Oasis class. It is not overwhelming. It just offers the latest and greatest. As a first-time cruiser, you don't know what you don't know. You're experiencing cruising for the first time. It's very exciting. Lots of great things to do. But the great thing, first of all, 7-night cruise, you don't want to do anything shorter because then you need a good blend of sea days and port days. You can mix it up, see what you like, see what you don't like, as well as being able to take advantage of what is offered on board. And when you watch those TV commercials and you say, wow, look at that, look at that, look at that, guess what? All that is on the Oasis class. Some of it is on Mariner, but not all of it. And Mariner only does 3 and 4-nighters. So yeah, do the 7-night Oasis class. So you'll love it, and the kids will. It's good. Oh my goodness, they're gonna love it. I can't even get the words out. It is incredible. We also have, Dana, after this video, go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. A couple things. Number one, there's the getting started link in our main menu, Dana. That is a jumping off point. It's for someone like yourself. Like, I don't know what I don't know, but I need to learn stuff. It's a great bunch of articles that are really helpful for first timers. In addition, Dana, I have an in-depth, and when I mean in-depth, I mean long, blog post, First Timer's Guide to Oasis of the Seas. Check it. Just go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, search for Oasis First Timer's Guide, or First Time, something like that. You will find that post there, and you will, I'm telling you right now, you're going to walk on that ship, and you're going to be like, got this. My first time, but I'm a pro. And you know what? Look, it's a bit of a joke, but you will feel that confident about it, and you're going to love it. Let's see here. Kevin Marin, have they announced if they'll be limiting capacity on the ships yet, or will they be selling with all rooms booked? Royal Caribbean has not announced anything either way. Royal has not announced any of their policies or procedures, what ships will start up first, what their procedures will be, anything like that. So they haven't said a thing yet. Dennis wants to know, is the deluxe drink package good on Labadee? Yes, and Perfect Day CocoCay. It's included in both. Sylvia, do you think August 9th cruise out of Bayonne will be a go? I have really no idea, Sylvia. There's really no way to know about it, and nobody knows the answer. Quite frankly, there isn't an answer out there for someone to be able to tell you. If anybody does tell you, they're just guessing. So I don't want to mislead you. So it's a simple, I don't know. Not the answer you're looking for, but... another question from... Who is that from? Dave wants to know, excuse me, hey, do you think we'll be up by October 12th? I certainly hope so. I don't know that any of us really and truly know the answer, and of course, which ships when and all that, but I certainly hope so, but you never know. Jason Greenberg's got a question. I need your help with something, but you have to be, oh, all right, it's a spam call. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate the spam there. My advice, Jason, from one YouTuber to another, number one, don't go in and asking for follows or anything like that. I know what the situation you're at. I started off there, but I'm going to tell you this, brother. From one YouTuber to another, be a part of other people's community, contribute, comment, be a presence over there, put out your own good content. It will speak for itself. That is the power of YouTube, my friend. The last thing you want to do, and I'm trying to be as supportive here as I can be, is not to go in and ask for follows and all that kind. It's just spam. You know what I mean? So you do your stuff, you do your good stuff. You also be a part of that community. You show up and people like, Sherry from Cruise Ships TV, or a variety of other Ben and David and all the other Emma Cruises, all the great people that are out there, be a part, not spamming in there, just simply being there, right? And you know what? People take notice, and that's how the world goes around. So that's my advice from one person to another. Sharon Stockman with a giant super chat. Woo! Congrats on 10 years. Still waiting to hear what Royal Caribbean is going to do about booked rooms on Explorer for those booking rooms that don't exist since it didn't get amped. Yeah, dude. First of all, thank you for your generosity, Sharon. That is incredible. And second of all, I know there's so many questions that are out there. Never mind, the whole, what happened, when will cruises start up again? So many other questions to be answered. And, I wish I had the answer. I hope we get the answer soon. Rebecca Reed, how do you know so much about cruise ships? I'm a nerd. Let's face it. But in all seriousness, it's just like somebody who's somebody who knows a lot about baseball or the history, or, if you just dedicate yourself to one particular topic, eventually you start picking these things up there. But it is my, look, I do it for a living, so I guess you could say I'm a professional, but you know what I mean. I'm not trying to, sound all wonderful about it. Tony Diaz, did you start the Insiders at the same time you started blogging? No. Tony, I started the Insider program 2012, I was living in Georgia at the time, like 2016, 2015, somewhere in that ballpark. I think 16 sounds about right. Yeah, it's only recent. To me, it's recently. It's not really that recent, but yeah, absolutely. Niam's got a quick question. My family would have been on our first ever cruise on Anthem in March, but that didn't happen. Kids are 15 and 13. Is Anthem a good ship or is a waste class ship better? They're both fantastic. In fact, for teens, I think Anthem is better. There's a lot more space for them in the Seaplex. Let me tell you something, Niam. You ain't going to see them. They're just going to be in the Seaplex all the time. So take a picture on day 1 because you'll need to find them on day 7. Angel, is the Royal Caribbean blog group cruise canceled? It is, yeah. The October one got canceled. Royal Caribbean canceled it last week. Well, all the Canada, Alaska, and Hawaii sailings, unfortunately. So, Carlos, who's the bigger cruise fanatic, you or the missus? She would admit it's me, but she doesn't object to the ride along the way. She enjoys cruising. She's not a hostage along the way. Rebecca, do you think it'll be open soon? Truly, Rebecca, I don't know. I hope so. I like to think that with so many other elements of life opening back up, the what's it called? The pendulum, the momentum is on our side for it to occur. But I think at this point you have to be realistic and not be naive enough to say, oh, sure, I hope it'll be soon. It looks like it's moving in that direction, but truly we're just waiting. We're hoping and waiting and fingers crossed. Sarah, thoughts on when summer 2022 itineraries will be released? Usually, Sarah, and again, I say usually because this, what I'm about to tell you would be what I would have told you before this whole COVID-19 business, but usually Royal Caribbean starts announcing those things in the end of the year, around October, November time frame. So I will post it at royalcaribbeanblog.com as soon as I have more information about it. Let's see here. John Lawley, is there anything special that goes on during Halloween cruises? Yeah, if you cruise over, like, actually Halloween Day, October 31st, yes, there are special events that are held on board the ship. The trick-or-treating, decorations, costume contests, absolutely. Lisa, tequila for the missus. My wife will, she hates tequila. Bird Guy, are you going to film on your first cruise back to show the changes? Heck yeah, dude. Absolutely, brother. My first cruise back, I will be going overdrive on sharing with you guys, whether it's live videos, whether it is live blogs on royalcaribbeanblog.com, everything and anything in between. It is going to be a learning process for everybody because I'm going to be discovering things. You guys are going to have great questions. I can help answer them. So it's going to be, we're in this together in terms of doing that. But yeah, you bet. First cruise back, I will be on there. Unless it's in China, then I will not be on there. Because it looks like it might actually be China, but wait and see on that one. Let's see here. Jake, other than Bonaire, where is the best place to go scuba or snorkeling? Can't miss. Oh yeah. Other than Bonaire, Belize and Cozumel. Those are the two major hotspots for snorkeling. That's the no question about it. For snorkeling, I mean, it's also really good for scuba. For snorkeling as well, Grand Cayman isn't bad, but I really feel like the holy trinity of scuba snorkeling in the Caribbean is Bonaire, Belize, and Cozumel. Let us see here. Michael from Sydney, Australia. Good day, mate. Have you any idea what La Vanuatu will be like? That's a terrible accent. Do we expect a watered-down version of Perfect Day? Royal Caribbean did say, Michael, when they first announced it, it will not be like water slides and that level. It's going to be a little more chill than Thrill. But beyond that, my friend, that's really all we know. They've been very, very quiet on that. Randy Patrick with the super chat. Thank you, Randy. Randy says, sorry I'm late. My friend, never apologize for being here. Thank you for joining me here, Randy. Do appreciate it. Let's see here. Brogan, when is Wonder This Is scheduled to be delivered? Well, it was, an emphasis on was, because I think that could change, Brogan. It was scheduled for next year, 2021. Let me see if I have a time of year to give you. We have a blog post. If you go to royalcaribbeanblog.com, I keep track of all the ships on order. Do I have a time period? I'm trying to see if it's like spring or fall or what have you. I don't think, all we know is 2021. So 2021. Gloria, I love the accent. It's just for Tony. Sarah Baker, what internet package do you usually get? Surf and stream. Always surf and stream. Even if you're not going to be like live streaming, it doesn't matter. It's the better internet experience. So Voom, surf and stream. Niam, I'm going to be on a cruise with other families who are more scared of going back on cruise and want to wait till 2022. What do you think? What would you say to them? I would say to them, listen, I respect your concerns. I understand it. Here's what I would say. Number one, you can't live your life in fear. I mean, are you going to sit at home from now until 2022? You know what I mean? Like, cruising is arguably very safe because, a cruise ship, people get on board, Royal Caribbean is going to employ a lot of procedures and policies. I think it'll put a lot of people's fears at ease. But, when you're on a cruise ship, guys, you don't have crew members, employees who are going home and then coming back and possibly recontaminating. I mean, it's a little more contained in that regard, which some people think is actually a detriment, but I look at it as a benefit to it. And the cruise ships and the cruise lines are taking this very seriously. But this really goes down to me. This is a question of like, you gotta live your life. You can't, okay, you don't want to go on a cruise ship because you're afraid of, catching COVID-19. I don't think you're off base, but are you scared of going in your car on the highway? Because statistically speaking, like, have you seen how people die on American highways every year? Are you scared of, eating that cheeseburger at home? Because first of all, most people die in their kitchen. And second of all, accidental deaths in the kitchen. And second of all, heart disease in America. Yeah, that's a big thing as well. So it's like, there's so many things that risk is not avoided if you don't go on a cruise. There's risk everywhere. And it's kind of like one of those things where you think, I don't really think twice when I go on the highway. It doesn't even cross my mind. But yes, there's a lot of people who die on the highway every year. But you got to live your life. You got to be able to go places and do things and hope for the best. Do the best you can. Take advantage. So on the highway, you drive the speed limit, or close to it maybe. You put on your seatbelt. You buy a car that has a good safety record. You do what you need to do. On a cruise ship, you wash your hands extra often. You use the hand sanitizers. You embrace maybe social distancing on board and take advantage of other procedures and policies Royal Caribbean may employ there. Those are ways to help, again, mitigate some of those risks. Nothing is risk-free. Nothing is, at least along cruising. So, Matthew Smith with Super Chat. Blimey! £5. Thank you, Governor. I booked a package with Royal Caribbean. How do you reserve your flight seats in advance on the flight reservation? And where can you buy Royal Caribbean merchandise? You're amazing. Thank you. I can answer one of those questions. You can buy Royal Caribbean merchandise over at Royal Caribbean's website on the cruise planner. There's a gifts area, and there you can buy a lot of merchandise over there. But I don't know about the flight seats. I know you booked this in the UK. It's a package deal. I have no idea. And Matthew, from one Matt to another, I wish I could really answer your question, but I don't have. I don't know. That's a good question. If any of our friends in the UK can answer that, and by the way, thanks for staying up really late. Perhaps we can get an answer for you on that one. And Matthew, if you don't get an answer to that question, my recommendation is after this video, go to our message boards at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. We got a lot of Brits over there. They'll be able to answer that question for you. Michael, first, can you tell me more about main dining table seating? Sure. What would you like to know about it? By what? I've died of boredom before. Michelle, how are they going to feed everyone if the buffet is not offered? I suspect, Michelle, look, Norwegian's answer was they just made it from self-service to full service. So, Michelle, there's still the buffet, but instead of you grabbing the food, someone serves it to you, Nia, is CocoCay or Labadee a must for a first-time cruiser? It doesn't necessarily have to be for a must, but it is fantastic, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a bad idea for a first-timer, but I wouldn't say, there are lots of great itineraries. I don't think you're making a mistake by not going there, but is it a good idea for first-timers? Absolutely. Those private islands are fantastic. Lisa, any speculation as to if they implement masks? It would be just that, Lisa. Be guessing. I might as well ask the Magic 8 Ball here what it thinks, because no one really knows. I mean, for what it's worth, Lisa, Norwegian Cruise Line did not make masks at all part of their plan. So that could change, obviously. But Dennis Orman, you're very welcome. Ben Lasky, don't you think there's a high risk of getting heart disease on a cruise ship? There you go. There's the real risk. That is truth. I ate way more red meat on a cruise ship than I do anywhere else. Brogan, if Wonder is scheduled for 2021, why are no sailings on sale? I think, Brogan, that a lot of what's happening right now with the whole COVID stuff has put a hold on pretty much every procedure, initiative, and everything else going on there. I think that's really and truly the problem right there. So that's why. Hello, Cruise Info. Welcome. Michael, first, can you have a table with new people aside from your family where it's family 5? You possibly could, yes. In the main dining room, Michael, they generally seat you kind of not round. It really depends. So could a family 5 be seated with other people? Yes. Does it happen all the time? No. But I've seen it go both ways. So, let's see here. Pam Hunt, Oasis, Cafe Promenade. Can you get espresso drinks late? And my other one drinks coffee after 3 p.m. you can totally get that late. You can get it in the middle of the night. So Cafe Promenade, I believe, is open 24 hours. You can get espresso at 3 a.m. if you want. I have not gotten at 3 a.m., but I do get evening espressos. Not at home, but on a cruise ship, Pam, I'm down with that. I need that at night to get me going. So I'll have a dinner. We'll have dinner at 9 o'clock. It drives my wife crazy. It'd be like 9 o'clock, 9:30, finishing dinner, and I'll ask for a double shot of espresso because I need it to be able to keep going the rest of the night, Michael, can you request a table for 5, one by yourself? Yeah. Michael, what you want to do, we have it at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. There is an email address, Michael, and this is all on Royal Caribbean Blog. Let me get you the information here. What you need to do is you want to send an email 2 to 3 weeks prior to your sailing to rcldining@rccl.com. rcldining@rccl.com. Send about 2 to 3 weeks before your sailing and put in your name, your reservation number, and which dining you're at, like, first seating, second seating, and what your request is. That usually works. Once you get on the ship, on day 1, go to the main dining room and just verify that's the case. Tony, Cover Comedy, thank you for the super chat, Tony. Wow. Harmony on September 13th. If you're all looking for me, I'll be the drunk guy trying to arm wrestle the Bannock Bar Arms. You know what? At this point, I'm all for shenanigans. I love that. Thank you, Tony, for the super chat. Let's hope, my friend, that you are on a cruise September 13th. And me too, for that matter. So, Tyler Nichols, with the offices opening today at Royal Caribbean, are you expecting an announcement fairly soon? Not necessarily. I don't know if there's a correlation between the two, Tyler, but to your point, it is a good sign that the offices are opening up again. Yeah. But there's not don't expect necessarily office open today. They're doing a phased approach, by the way, because we reported last week at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com that the offices are opening up. Phase 1 is this week. Phase 2 is next week. And I don't know if there's necessarily going to be an announcement imminent because of that, but it certainly helps their cause. Down to Derusa Smith, do you think they will upgrade guest rooms if the ship is not at full capacity? Great question, Donna. I don't know. That's a really, really good question. Jimmy from the Bronx. We just booked our cruise for Oasis of the Seas on July 30th, 2021 out of Cape Liberty. 9-day cruise. Fabulous, dude. You're going to love it. And best part, you don't have to fly. You just wake up that morning, hop in the car, and drive over to the port. Super easy. Laura Laporte, will they reduce the number of people on a cruise ship to accommodate social distancing? We don't know yet. Royal Caribbean has not announced their policy yet, so it could happen, may not happen. We don't know. Davina, are there vegetarian options in the main dining room, or do you have to request it prior to the sailing? You don't have to request it prior to the sailing. Vegetarian stuff is automatic. They have it already on the menu. There's usually an assortment of vegetarian options. They can also customize dishes to be vegetarian, and on top of that, they can also offer you additional choice. As an example, Davina, one of the most popular vegetarian options is Indian curry. It's not on the menu, but you can ask for it. So let your waiters know they can totally help you out there. Jenners wants to know, have I booked Odyssey yet? Yes, I'm booked on 2 Odyssey sailings. The inaugural 4-nighter this year in November, and then spring break next year, March 2021. So, Anthony, any good hotels in Newark? Any of the hotels by the airport, in the airport, not the city, but not Newark City, but Newark Airport, are fantastic. The Radisson, there's a Marriott. Yeah, there's a Marriott in the hotel. Those are fantastic. Papa Mozo with a giant super chat. Woo! Thank you, Papa Mozo. Because you are amazing. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you for your support, my friend. Holy moly. Molly, how many cruises do you book a year? Well, before all the shenanigans going on right now, I had planned to go on about 10 cruises this year. That was my plan. Didn't actually work out, obviously, because everything is going on. But that was my high water mark there. I had about 10 booked. My plan was to go on 1 cruise a month, calendar month, except for 2 months I couldn't make it work. But anyway, that obviously has not happened. So, Matthew Smith, thanks for answering my question. Thanks for everything you do. It's 2 a.m. here in Manchester. Well, I appreciate you staying up very late, Governor. It's incredible. So thank you for your support and for you staying up super late right there. So. Evil, my question is, do you think it's still going to be worth it and just as fun to go on a Royal Caribbean cruise with once all the policies are in place, like PPE, social distancing, occupancy limits, etc.? Number 1, we don't know if any of those things you just mentioned will be part of the policy. But number 2, yeah, absolutely, it will still be fun. It is still going to be that case. Royal Caribbean knows that. This is not going to be 7 nights of you sitting in your room all day and not being able to leave and somebody delivering food to you. They're not going to offer cruises like that. That would be the death knell of cruising for them, because no one would want to do that. They have to be able to operate a cruise safely, but still delivering the fun experience. So yes, absolutely. It's a good question, but I absolutely believe it will still be fun. Will it be a little different? Sure, but change is inevitable. If you guys saw that video I posted last week from Richard Fain, Royal Caribbean's chairman and CEO, he was saying, listen, cruise ships have been changing, have been evolving for years now. This is not it's not like we're cruising the same way today that we did on the Titanic, or it's not the same way we're cruising today that we did on Sovereign of the Seas, right? Every year we see new policies, new shifts, new options. So, the evolution of cruising is a natural thing. We totally see that happening all the time. So, will this maybe change that evolution? Absolutely. There'll be changes there. But it's still going to be, it doesn't mean that change is necessarily a bad thing or it's going to ruin it. Far from it. Mark, can you tell me a great third-party site for Excursion? I got 2 for you, my friend. resortforaday.com and cruiseexcursioneer.com. It's cruise excursion with an ER at the end. Cruiseexcursioneer.com, resortforaday.com. Both are fantastic choices. Cyril 777 did a lift and ship from October 2020 to October 2021. Had it through a waterpark cabana, but noticed that it's not available for the October 21 sailings. It's just too early to book them. Yeah, you're way too out, dude. I highly doubt they're sold out already. I think you're just too far out. So check back a little later, a couple months or so. Periodically. It's a good idea. Jake, I booked a cruise that was canceled due to COVID like most of us, and with that, had $100 per person onboard credit. Am I going to get that on my rebooking or not if it was part of the special? If it was you're probably going to lose it. If it was like part of the booking promo, like, hey, Jake, book a cruise now, and you get $100, yeah, that's gone, unfortunately. No, wait, actually, no. Sorry. I completely forgot. Promos are there. I'm thinking of like, you bought a cabana or a drink package. Those are gone. But Royal Caribbean protects the pricing and the promos. So that's good. Sorry, I apologize. I read that way too quickly there. Brogan, looking to book a cruise on Oasis of the Bahamas out of New York in August 2021. How's the weather and are the waters rough? I mean, the waters, Brogan, it's like asking, it rained last year, on this day. Will it rain again next year? No one knows. So the water, the roughness of the weather, there's no way to know. So don't worry about that at all. I wouldn't worry about it. Number 2, how's the weather in August in New York? Hot and humid. But hey, man, it's a cruise. So, Michael, your blog stated that there may be sailings from Southern California. Is there any updates to that? No. In fact, of course, as we know, maybe I don't know, but I know, Royal Caribbean actually never officially acknowledged that was the case. We were just kind of looking at data right there. Hunt Lewis is here. Hunt, what's up, man? I hope you had a great time at that hotel that nobody invited me to. Hunt says, liked your post about the muster info on the app, but won't the International Convention of Safety of Life at Sea, SOLA, still require us to gather at our stations? Actually, Hunt, I believe, and this is speculation now, so keep it in mind. But here's how I can totally see that happening. Hunt, you go on your app, you do the online check-in, you do the check-in, you go through the e-muster, right? You complete that. At the end of it, it says, Mr. Huntley, that's how they call you on there. Mr. Huntley, congratulations, you have completed this. Now report to muster station A4 by 4:00 p.m. and to complete the process. So you go downstairs, there's a crew member at A4, and they say, you're done it? All right, here's my app. Boop, boop. Okay, you're done. That's it. You know where it is because you actually went there. That is how I could totally see that doing. So that to me would satisfy the requirements, but still be able to make it not require you to line up. Does that make sense? Michelle DeWitt, hope I got that right. Thank you for the super chat. Wow, thank you. Wow, that's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Sarah, I answered your question. Did you get the answer on that one about the cabana stuff? Brogan, 2 a.m. here in the UK. When's the group cruise from the UK next year? And how would I book into it? Great question, my friend. First of all, 2 a.m. Thank you for your dedication. Second of all, it's out of Southampton, July. Go to royalcaribbeanblog.com/events. All the information's over there. And you can book it through our travel agent, MEI Travel. Even though you're in the UK, they can totally take care of you there. No problem. So, Brogan, go to royalcaribbeanblog.com/events. You'll find our group cruise there. There's a link to fill out. Fill out that form. Go to sleep. You'll wake up tomorrow, and hopefully you'll get a response there from MEI, and they'll be able to hook you up. Michael first, how can I get old menus for post-sailing for Rhapsody of the Seas main dining room? My best advice is to go to, like, on Facebook. I run the Royal Caribbean Dining Facebook group. Join that group. There's old menus in there. So, good. Well, wow, we've almost been on for an hour now. It's crazy. Whew. We got time for a couple more questions, guys, and I'm going to skedaddle on out of here. Bird Guy 7, what month does the ocean water cookie usually get warm enough to swim in comfortably? Year round. Unless it's unseasonably cold, it's pretty much good for most of the year. Ryan Reynolds, I've read that the beverage package only works for drinks up to $12, but from looking at menus, especially cocktails, at $13. No, Ryan, it depends on the ship, Ryan. Oasis, a Quantum class ship, the drink package includes drinks up to $13. Here's the bottom line, Ryan. You really have to go out of your way in order to get a drink that's not included. So if it's on the menu, you're good to go. Technically, yes. If you're on like Mariner of the Seas and there's a $13 drink, yes, they would charge you $1 for that one. But in my experience, it's really hard to actually get those. Do Brits sleep, right? Who knows? Todd Cohen, if we have the refreshing package, are malts included, Johnny Ruckus? Yes, provided you dine at them. You may have to pay the dining cover charge to sit there, but then your drinks are included. You're not paying extra for those drinks. So. Tarini, do you think August 30th, 2020 is going to happen? I really don't. No one really knows the answer to your question, Tarini. There is nobody who knows the answer. We're all just guessing. So I just don't want to mislead you, but we don't know yet. So, Sarah, you don't know the answer then? Keep checking back. You're too early for the cabana. For October 21, it's, I would check back in a couple months, basically. Check periodically. Good stuff there. And last question is from Sean Guster. Is the cabana at Nelly's Beach a good deal for just two people with the sale going on, $388 over the water? That is a fantastic, amazing, slap your grandma, it's so good price. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Yes. We see. Yeah, book it. It's a great price. You won't regret it. Promise. You're going to come back on here and be like, Matt, you were right. That was awesome. Guys, thank you so much. That is going to be me for today. Wowie, wow. Incredible generosity today from all of you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to say some thank yous right now. Thank you, Michelle DeWitt. Thank you, Papa Mozo. Thank you, Tony Cover Comedy. Thank you, Matthew Smith. Thank you, Randy Patrick. Thank you, Sharon Stockman. Thank you, Mervyn George. Thank you, Nicole Triggs. Thank you, Tony Diaz. Thank you, Cruise Addicts. Thank you, Matt M. Thank you, Kim Oakland. Holy moly. Thank you. Brogan Lawrence. Thank you. Pooji. Thank you. Jason Peterson. Thank you. Matthew Henning. Thank you. And Brogan, thank you once again. And wow, we got one coming in here right under the wire. Thomas Hooley. Just for everyone's my last name doesn't pronounce the E. See, I just butchered there. Thomas Hool, thank you for the super chat. I apologize for butchering your name. Wow, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I'm going on Vision of the Seas in January, and we are stopping at Cologne, Panama. What's the best way to see the canal? Probably from a window or outside. I would say on the, what ship are you on? Vision. Ugh. I say, because you can't go to the helipad on that ship. Pool deck. The lower deck. There's a deck, the promenade deck, that's on deck 4 or 5. I forget which one it is. That's probably where I would be. Just you could traverse it 360 degrees. That's where I would be. And Thomas, thank you for your generosity. Wow. Thank you. Guys, thank you to everybody. Really appreciate it. We're live here every Monday, so thank you for being a part of the fun. Be sure to check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for plenty more Royal Caribbean news, information, fun, advice. It is all waiting for you guys at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Until next time, guys, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy. Do something fun, and we'll talk again very soon right here on YouTube. See you guys.